Holy cow. Look at that. These people. I don't get it. That's hilarious. He's back. Look at that. Wow. All right, folks, here we go. Panic for the defense. Karen Reed trial. Yes. We are live just for a little while. Doing Court TV at 9. Court TV at 9. Yes. There I am. I need to shower. It's been a long day, but I wanted to come live and see everyone. I will take some of your questions. I'll go through the comments, etc., as they say. Now, also, that's right. Wow. Thank you, Renee. Yes, I like that. Yeah, they had a problem, I've been saying. They can't get him in the house. They can't get him in the house. No. Let me check our crowd on YouTube, where you can send super chats. And also, yes, panic for defense. All right, there's good. I'll go through there. There's Debbie. Yes. Big time. Yeah, they did look terrified today. She was drunk. Thank you very much. Well, I want to talk about that. Yes. Post article. I think they just posted the video. I think they just, Sal, I think they just posted the video. Thank you, everybody. Well, I want to touch on that. Good evening, everyone from San Francisco. Folks, you can show your support. Now, listen, let me talk. And there's so many new people. There's so many new people here. And I like when someone said, we don't agree on everything. That's true. But Sal will tell you and others. Now, listen. So this morning, and I'll be on tomorrow morning with the great Julie Grant on Court TV. So while I'm there, Rat Boy, because that's what he is, he's already threatening he's going to rat out Karen Reed. So he and his followers, he's so jealous that they decide they're going to disrupt me on national television on Court TV. And so what do? They're not just standing behind me. They're trying to interrupt. They're coming around. They're trying to knock over my tripod. They're trying to, can you imagine, listen, if I go on Court TV and then they knock over all my equipment, they'd say well, we can't have this guy on because then Julie would say, I don't know what happened to him. So that's what it is. They're trying to sabotage. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but let me just explain something for some of the newer people. Okay, now listen, I don't pretend to be a tough guy. Sal will tell you. However, I know a fake tough guy when I see one. And that guy, he's not even a guy. He's a fake tough guy. He's not. I turn around, there's 50 people behind me. You know what's pathetic? Not one of those people. Now I'm live on national television. I don't bother anybody. And the biggest problem they have is that I don't buy into this stupid conspiracy of which the defense doesn't even believe anymore, right? They're not even saying that he was in the house. And they're so angry about that they decide to sabotage. Now, a couple things about that. I turn around, there's 50 people there. Not one person, and there were men there, and there's actually even some people I think that follow me. Not one person had the guts to come in front of it and say, hey, wait a minute. Let him finish doing his thing. But no, it's don't you see? It's just total gutless follow the foolishness is what it is. But he is, and many of you that have seen Road Patrol. Now, again, I know there's a lot of new people. Let's go through the list. So Black Lives Matter protest 2020. This eye, I can no longer see at night. The protesters, Black Lives Matter, Antifa, they zap me. Sal knows this. 11 visits to the optometrist. Yeah, because that was a lot of fun. I can no longer see at night out of my right eye because they burned my cornea. The protesters did. Then they with a box cutter. They cut my back, so I had to start wearing vests. I went to some of those riots. I had to wear a helmet. They were throwing frozen water bottles at us. They'd throw the Black Lives Matter protesters, Antifa. They would throw cans of soup. Do you know what it's like? Somebody tosses one up in the air. It comes. I mean, one of the guys that was security for me. I'm standing right there, and all of a sudden, boom! He cut his head open, gushing blood to leave the protest. But and then another time, one of them it was either a knife or a box cutter, but I had the vest on, so he went to slice me down the back, and instead of the vest caught it. So threatened, forget about it. Threatened, left, unbelievable. Plus, we know I solved the Charlotte Lester case. And then Perkins was attempting to kill me with a running lawnmower. I want to repeat, I don't pretend I'm a tough. And then everyone else on Road Patrol Live, I mean, it got a little dicey. Hartford Avenue, when you have 15 gang members going around you and there's been a shooting, right? And they know who I am. I mean, but my point is, I don't pretend to be a tough guy. Like, I'm there to be live on court TV before I go into the court. And these idiots do this, and you're going to interrupt me? So this is someone, and this is the final thing. First of all, there were some members of the media that could have done, like, if I were there and they were doing that to another member of the press, I would have stepped up. Like, of course I would have, but I would have been like, whoa, hold on. Like, enough of this. Stop this foolishness. So this isn't, grammar school cafeteria. So I finished they call it a hit. I finished the segment on Court TV, and then I turned around, and what did I say? Like, why did you, the big tough guy, you took the fifth. Why did you testify? You took the fifth. Why'd you take the fifth? The Google search, total bullshit. There was no fucking Google search, and he's still peddling that. He's going to prison. And on top of that, all these people, he's been, for 2 years, been calling these people murderers. They didn't even talk about it in this trial. Don't you understand? Talk about defamation. It's insanity. She was drunk, as Hank Brennan said. She was drunk. Don't you people get that? They won't even say that. No, she wasn't. No, Karen. Putting the sign, right? What the fuck is that? Excuse me. I ran into someone today. Said, I don't like all the cursing. Actually, though, forget it. Because where was she? I said, hey, stay right here. She was like, no, I'm running across the street. Gee, thanks a lot. Yeah, I do. They're all standing outside the courthouse in the pink. Someone said to me, where are the O'Keefe supporters? I said, I don't know. They're probably working. I'm like, this crowd. Yeah, I have my own sign language. Carrie, I have my own sign language. There you go. Listen, don't you understand? You know what we were told? Oh, Friday, they're coming back with a no guilty, not guilty. They were ready to celebrate. What were they saying this morning? Oh, here comes it's a no guilty Monday, no verdict. You know what that means? It means, I believe, number one, if they were going to say this case is nonsense and toss it, we'd never find out. That didn't happen. So the verdict clock, I think it's like 10 and a half hours right now. Tomorrow's another full day. I don't pretend to know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in that jury box. But most of the time, let's just say the jury did believe that there's no merit to this case. Then they would have come back right away, right? No guilty. They would the pink crowd. Karen, my queen. They should have La Posada. They should have all the witnesses in front of the courthouse. They like the nerve. What do you listen? I get it. You want to be in court TV? Talk to them. Don't. Their thing is like, well, we'll interrupt him. Then they got to put no. You know those idiots? They were calling Fox News Channel last week. Have him. What are you talking about? He's got like 18 felonies. I'm done talking about it. Listen, we're moving forward. But I'm telling you, as someone that I've seen some people, definitely a little bit different. And I, again, not trying to play superhero, but when I have been out, um, when I was on Salmon Street, if they have weapons, that's something to be cautious about. I no question about it. So when I was in Ukraine, that was something to be cautious about. This is more just an annoyance. And like they have nerve. Like, listen, pal, your whole charade is evaporating. There was no Google search. They have the phone temperature. They never got him in the house. Dog bites. What the fuck are you talking about? Marie, I was in the limo with Alessi. That lady just wanted a free trip to the East Coast. She wanted to go out and have some lobster roll and clam cakes and chowder, and then she's back to her exciting life with her cats. They dragged in La Posada. Contradicting everybody. And listen, those two worms from Arca, that fucking clown, Hank Brennan tore them to shreds. Now, listen, I am telling you, I don't know what's going to happen, but I think so far this is a pretty good sign. Because what I think, because I would think a lot of people, and I will go to some of your comments and I'll check, but, and you'd be surprised who watches us when we're at night like this. What I believe, I think they have two of the charges they've decided. I think they came in, yes, on the manslaughter, yes, on operating motor vehicle after drinking, right, leaving the scene of an accident. I wouldn't be surprised, excuse me, I wouldn't be surprised that there's some debate on the murder charge. Because why is that? Because it's not common. It's what incorrectly a number of people would think is not a murder charge. But that's people that haven't followed the trial. That's my belief. People that haven't followed the trial would think, well, it was an accident. Well, that doesn't matter. You know what else? Let's also just throw this in. And again, where I think Hank Brennan, who to me, I thought there was a brilliant closing argument. It is easier. How can I figure? It's easier if there's a firearm involved. It is, right? It's easier if there's a sharp object involved. It's a little more complicated because it's a vehicle, and it's a luxury vehicle at that. And she's suburban, right? Most of the people that face these crimes, they're in the urban sector. Rhode Island would be Providence, Pawtucket, Central Falls. Boston area would be Roxbury, Dorchester, maybe Jamaica Plain, right? It's uncommon. Canton, Massachusetts normally doesn't have any. If you check, I mean, they don't have murders. They don't. So Canton, in some ways, is almost like a Borrington or East Greenwich. It's very rare, very rare. They have years where they have no homicides. So what makes this case a little more unusual, some people find her attractive. I do not. She looks haggard now. God, does she look terrible. Karen, my queen. The friggin' signal. Yeah, I did that to Ozzy at the Civic Center. Fucking rock on. I just find those people misguided, to put it like what I don't understand. I've stopped trying to understand that crowd. I have. I don't get, like, what are you talking about? But I want to be very clear before I go to your comments, and I'll read some comments and a lot of people. Listen, we're on solid foundation here. We're on solid foundation. Do you understand? We're on solid ground. There's nothing wrong with this investigation. This is like an unbelievable investigation. They have his phone. They have the temperature of his phone. He had the Waze on. They have the black box from the Lexus. They didn't even have that in the first trial. They had the blue paint. The problem is a lot of the pink crowd, they listened to the people that were saying, oh, the jury wasn't laughing. The jury found it easy to follow. What I also like about what Hank Brennan did was those Karen clips, as I've talked about. Well, I didn't hit him. I didn't hit him. I just kind of hit him. I didn't I'll forever. I love that. I didn't hit him. I didn't hit him. I just kind of clipped him. Oh, well, that's good. Thank God for that. But you know what? That'll bring. Thank you, Karen. That's going to bring a lot of comfort to the O'Keefes. Karen, oh, if I wanted to hit him. Hey, listen, listen, Miss Tito's, right? Listen, you were the one, put it in reverse, and then floored it. And then came up with this, everyone said, ridiculous, oh, they beat him in the house. Really? Now Jackson has him in the garage. Unless he has him in, was there a shed? What are you talking about? Don't you understand? Is anyone getting this? These pink crowd? What part of the making it up as they go along do you not friggin' understand? Did you hear Jackson mention the garage? We didn't hear that before. Isn't that interesting? As I said the other day, maybe it was on the fucking roof. Jesus. The garage. Really? You know what I was going to say, too? And again, like, you don't have to agree with me. But I would like to think we'd agree that in the United States of America, I should be allowed to be on the courthouse steps doing a hit, live on national television without a bunch of people trying to knock over my equipment and disrupt and yell, like grow up. Like, they're impossible. And they it's so, the pea brainness. I feel like I'm surrounded by a bunch of inbreds. Like, there's so that there's nothing funny. There's nothing funny about that. When I'm at a crime scene, as many of you know, sometimes when then the news is going to go live at 10 or 6 or 11, whatever. Sometimes there's an idiot in the chat to be like, "Oh God, run in front." And what do I say? Get rid of that person. There's nothing funny about that. There's nothing funny about like a whoopee cushion, right? Or people that break wind. Or people think it's funny if someone burps. Like, it's the least common denominator. It's like inbreds and a jailbreak mixed in with McLean and Butler. The intelligence level it's appalling. And for the love of God, how about the new thing they've started? None of them will shower until there's a verdict. Whew. Wow. I could not. I mean, as soon as the wind picked up, I couldn't be outside. All right, let me put on, I want to read one thing before I go to the comments. And again, thank you, everybody. Okay, I don't know what that is. Let me just read. I just received this email. Renee, okay. I've been watching Court TV since mid-24. Registered nurse recovering from a car wreck. Whoa, not my fault, 18-wheeler. When I hear the defense say John went into the house, but not yet one person, young or old, saw him. What gets me is I'm watching the people in the pink being interviewed. They say random things like he was killed in the house. People in the house. I cringe. Are you serious? Are they serious? Do they believe everyone's lying? Where's the common sense? There's none. There's none. That's a cult, what you're seeing is. It's actually, all kidding aside, it's kind of frightening, right? We want to be honest. That's brainwashing. All in pink, making the signal, whatever the frig it is. Anyways, I decided to join next to look for your posts. I watch Court TV in the evening. I see certain people on panels. I have the 2 cents. I'm thankful you speak the truth. I understand for balance, bring on Karen supporters. Boy, is that wearing thin. They annoy me. My heart breaks for Miss O'Keefe. Peg O'Keefe is fantastic. Tears just watching her sit there. Pray for her and all of her family. You take care. Stay safe, Renee. Thank you, Renee. Thank you for that. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of people following. Thank you on X. I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Right? Like, just so you understand, I'm not, listen, I'm not gonna fight them. I don't, what am I, right? Like, I'm not fighting people in pink standing outside of a courthouse. I don't like the way that headline sounds. I have too much. I can't. Now listen, if I am attacked, I will respond. But I'm not. I don't want to disappoint the police, who are great. They are. They're not crooks. I'm not going to have. I'm not doing. It's not worth it. Like, what are you talking? What are we fighting for? I'm not going to do that. So, all right. Let me get to. Um, it is cult like. Yes. Okay. What is a towel? Well, Grant's a towel. I mean, that's actually easy to understand. And I have a towel, which is a very, very high honor. So, all right, here we go. Thank you, Denise. He is. He is. He's totally prison and going to be broke. You don't think these people have lawsuits? You're calling them killers? And now they're not even, what? The defense didn't even put them on the stand. Thank you, Denise. It is a mob mentality. Thank you, Danielle. I appreciate that. Thank you. Look at how great Debbie B is. All right, let me get through some of these. The defense, they totally looked rattled today. They did. Thank you. He was. Fake tough guy. There's my Beth. Yes, there's Denise. No panic for defense. Yeah, right. Where's the not guilty? Where's the not guilty? She was drunk. They are. I mean, come on. Thank you, Joan. Ridiculous. Terrorizing all of those people these clowns have done. Innocent people. I did. I was working on something else, Cookie. Yes. Well, it's not an article, Colleen. I didn't think it was an article. I only saw a video, but yes. Ridiculous. Murder to guilty. I think so. Thank you, Sal. Panic. It is. How come no answers? They never mentioned she was drunk. They don't talk about the Google search. It's kind of frightening. Like, to me, wouldn't you want to know everything? I would think you'd want to know everything. I would say, hey, what is this stuff about the garage? I don't remember seeing a T-shirt about the garage. I don't remember seeing that. Oh, whatever. He's more like a rat. She was. Telling you, local Boston media, could they suck any more than they do? They're such fucking, oh my God, these people. Yes, 100%. They all just stood there. Did you see that? They were in shock. It was like the emperor's no clothes. Total fake tough guy. Hello from San Diego. I'm scrolling down. I don't know when they're leaving. I'm just going to wonder when they're going to shower. She was drunk. There we go. Pamela, new member. All right. Parent, of course not. They were told Friday afternoon. Hey, so much they didn't see. Most of the time, folks, if they're deliberating this long, it means they're not throwing out. It means they threw out the defense. If just so you understand, if they're deliberating like this, it normally means they have not thrown out. For instance, they're not saying Hank Brennan's case doesn't have any merit. That's a problem for the drunk. I kind of talked about it, Vicky, and I'd be more inclined to answer that if that was attached to a super chat or a gift chat or something like that. Very annoying. Yes, 100%. Listen, John O'Keefe would be mortified with this crowd. I'm telling you, Linda, it's embarrassed. I was embarrassed for them. How about that, Colin Albert? He is. I should have said, you really think you can outsmart Jen McCabe? Yeah. Well, I didn't. I finished on Court TV, just so you understand. So the timeline. I was finished Court TV, got through it, and then I'm packing up my stuff to go into the courthouse. But I wasn't going to be silent. Then it was my turn, right? Now I'm not on Court TV anymore. I'm not going to do that on Court TV. I'm not going to do that to Julie. I wouldn't do it to Vinny coming up. So, too cute by half. You're a big liar. I don't suppose you feel like sharing with us what are we lying about? What, that she backed up? That she said I hit him? That she said I didn't hit him? Yes, thank you. I did make the New York Post. They reached out to me. A number of but just so you know, all of these YouTube channels, I don't even have time to go on there. They're all reaching out. We want you to come on. What? No, I have my own platforms. I did. I'm getting interview requests from all. I'm not. But see, here's the thing: if I say something like that in print, then they have to go to him, and I'm not. He's all about that. I'm not about that. I want a guilty verdict. That's what I want. I want a guilty verdict. John, I want a guilty verdict. I know it is. I know. Yes. It's terrible. And they're terrible to the family, by the way. I love the family and the friends. They are, Caroline. Get these people bringing children. I think that's child abuse. They had, young kids in pink shirts. Yeah, all the newspapers are Washington Post, New York Post, all these different, the locals all reaching out. We want to do a like whatever. Hold on. Hi, Kate.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, I'm live right now.
Oh, I just wanted to hear how court went.
The usual kind of ho hum.
Oh, I saw a video of her freaking out.
Oh yeah, no, she's totally. I mean, the fact, as I'm telling my live audience that you could join, the fact is there's no verdict is totally freaking her out. This could be a 2-bottle Tito's night for Karen Reed.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So you can join the chat. Say hi. Everybody say hi to Kate. Excuse me.
Kate.
I'm thinking.
My God.
All right, you can join. I'm live on Court TV at 9. Not that anyone cares, but
okay.
So
okay.
anyhow,
Goodbye.
all right. Did you see I was trending today on Twitter?
I did not see that, but I believe it.
All right, ask Paul. Paul saw it. Paul Morrow saw it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. Bye. All right, folks. There's Keith DePietro. Thank you, Curly. Yes. Ridiculous. These people, grow up. Grow up. The pink. It is, Jimbo. Listen, I know a tough guy. Hey, listen, let me be more frank. She could sing, she could dance, she was drunk. She was the best piece of entertainment, and I've had them all over. And she humiliated me. She runs off. Johnny Fontaine, Guinea Charm. She humiliated me. Hey, listen, I know some real tough guys. I know members of organized crime, or at least what's left of it. I am friendly with mob and forces of organized crime. They're tough guys. That's not a tough guy. No. Thank you, Truth Over Bias. I appreciate that. Listen, he's going to get a lesson. He's going to get a lesson at Norfolk. I'm telling you. Thank you, Holly. Like I told you, hey, Sal will tell you. I have friends at Chad Brown. I'm friends with people. Right. They call me Juan in the Hood. I am friends with a lot of those people. And there's Mrs. J. Thank you, Ms. J. Excuse me. Please work in your Alisi. Quick story. So I saw him today. Went to chat with him. He said, now, John, I understand you do an impression of me. I said, well, I'm working on an impression, Mr. Leslie. And he said, now, how was your Father's Day? And just as he said, how's your Father's Day? All of a sudden, a hand went on his shoulder, right at the court door. Hand went on his shoulder, said, Bob, we're leaving. And it was Karen. I'm telling you, right here. She was right there. I think she was just upset he was talking to me. But he said, how was your Father's Day? And I said, exactly. There she was. I should have said, and you were drunk. You are drunk. I love that. Notice they don't say anything. They don't say anything. All right, I got to check. I don't know who that is. Thank you, Nancy. She was drunk. But see, that's also helpful. Yeah, he has. He has said he'll flip on her We discussed it on Fox. We discussed it on Fox Nation with Paul Morrow. He said he would flip on her rather than go to jail. But listen, remember the name Gary. Gary's younger brother is in Norfolk. He's waiting. Those guys owe me big time. I got them out of a huge jam. I deleted a video I had. Totally owe me. Are you kidding? They're waiting for him. I'm not. You think I'm going to fight those idiots? No. Yeah. He will be going to these. Yeah, he was. See, that's also easier for. They do, Heather. It's ludicrous. No collision. There's people marching around. That's right, Bendy. Yeah, and no collision. Try begging to get on, Linda. That's what it was. Begging to get on. I didn't see that. You're so wrong. Notice they never say what, though. What was wrong? That she didn't back up? That she didn't have a broken taillight? That she didn't go 24 miles an hour? Dorothy Quinn, you're so wrong about fill in the blank. Remember Gene Rayburn? What was that show? I don't know. Remember when they used to have game shows? And it was like Bob came home and got his blank stuck in the door. I mean, it was so stupid, but I don't remember. Was that? I don't know what that was. I don't remember. She was. Thank you. Love 7 Loyalty. Thank you. There's Darlene. Total lie. Pathological liar. Yep. He did. That's what I've heard. That's why I think he should be called Rat Boy. I mean, hey, listen, he jumped in the pond with her, then swim with her. Don't turn on her. But I wouldn't, I'm not surprised at that. Right? Total Rat Boy. They are devil fingers. Yes, I did actually. I said that's often a sign of the devil in many foreign countries. Get rid of this person. I can't. It's just so stupid. Cassie Brown. They were all junk. Yeah, but there's one person on trial for murder. Do you understand that? Correct. Oh, you think she was drinking? Yeah, Carrie. She saw death. Wasn't that great when Hank said that? I don't know. Could be tomorrow. They had devil horns. Possible, Rose. Is Cassie Brown again? I'm not going to. I can't wait to watch you. How come she wasn't found not guilty today? I mean, I don't. God, they're just unredeemable. It's already been explained. Listen, he was never in the house, James Gregory. You got that? I left him at the waterfall. Wasn't that great when Hank said then she hung up and pivoted and then said he's dead. He got hit by a plow. She saw death. She absolutely did. Yes, I am. I got to catch up here. 9 o'clock with Vinny. That's why I got to cut this at 8. Shower and get ready. Yes, I do, Ginger. Yes. Well, listen, I'll address that. Ginger Martinelli, you stand up for the police. At least admit they screwed up the case badly. It's embarrassment how they handled it. Listen, this was seen as a drunk driving, hit and run death resulting, not a murder case. Okay, in the middle of a blizzard, were the Canton police a little casual? Yes, but it seemed very clear what had happened. And her attorney said this was a tragic accident. But as far as the Massachusetts State Police investigation, they got the right person. They got the drunk that hit him. So they solved it. So I'm becoming delirious. Not really. Oh, yeah. She was definitely drinking, JB. Yeah, that's the word. She was drinking today. Rat her out for what? You got to look that up. I mean, it's out there. There's 18, 20 felony counts at this point. She's a drunk. I didn't hit him. Ridiculous. Yeah. Do you see on Julie Brown? She said, I see you got some people behind you. I said, Julie, there's a mental health crisis in this country. Do something productive. Denise, let's wait and see. I think we're going to get a guilty on something. I do. So I think they have the murder too. I think so. I think they proved it. There's no reasonable doubt here. None. That's exactly right, Barbara. Drunk, hit him, left him to die. Again, I think some of these people have not watched Closing Argument. That's exactly right. No questions. That's right, Top Cat. I like Wendy Murphy and I like her son. I am glad to be Commander Towel. Yes, 2 seconds. You think he would hold up? He'd have a panic attack. He's not built for the can. No way. There's tons of people want a piece of that guy. Could be the Alex Padilla of the press. No, that I assure you, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but they all seem to know exactly who I am. Do you see how the Karen Reed people just troll, right? Yes, I'll be in the courtroom tomorrow. I'm in the courtroom all week. No court Thursday if we go that long. Thank you. There we go. Oh, those 2 steaks from Arca. God. Yeah, I'm like vegan. I like work for Arca. I'm like, we didn't communicate with them. We were like messaging with them. What a freaking D-bag that guy is. Holy, imagine like that's who you work with, you're related to. I wouldn't say we were communicating. I would say we were messaging because I'm a vegan from Arca. Supreme a-hole. He did, Barbara. What a jerk. Listen, that's not a good position to be in. You know, that is, I think a hung jury means nothing. We'll see. I mean, anyone can say that, right? Could be. I don't know. I agree with that. If there's going to be an acquittal, it was going to be today. The hung jury people, it doesn't, no offense, but it doesn't mean anything. Like, so what, you think that? Would talk about like not taking a position, but a hung jury, why? 100%, I think murder too. I think so. I mean, they proved it, right? They proved it. So, and by the way, look at this. I embarrassed Rhode Island today to the entire country. Holly Carpenter. Many would say I made the state proud. You mean why? Because I didn't go along with a pathological lie? Because I had these deranged lunatics behind me in pink who were harassing me because I don't agree with them? That's your idea of embarrassment? You know what an embarrassment is? People marching around going, no collision, no collision. That's an embarrassment. I'm embarrassed. I was on national television, though, Holly. There you go. Yeah, a lot of rage. Cassie. Oh, am I upsetting you about La Posada? No time soon, Miguel. No time soon. He's going to get the shit kicked out of him. They have no idea. Do you think they care? Hey, all of the correctional officers, do you know, let me skim down a little bit. We're going to run out of time. You know what they want to do? You know what a lot of those correctional guys want to do? They want to be police officers. And what do you think? That's right. Tomorrow's Double Chat Tuesday. Charles with you. You know, last night there was some people setting stars on Facebook. And for whatever reason, it doesn't pop up in this. And I don't want them to think that I'm not appreciating them. So let me see if I should be able to pull it up here. I think so. No. Damn it. Let me try it here. You embarrassed yourself. I like that. You embarrassed yourself. What's her name? What's this hagbag's name? Hey, hagbag. Why don't you go, Cassie Brown? Why don't you go bring Karen some vodka? Oh, you mean her bangs? She screwed up something, so they cut her bang. They tied her down and cut her bangs. I don't know. You embarrassed us. Yeah, McKee's the fucking governor, and I'm embarrassing you because I'm not going along. How come he was no longer in the button basement? Some of you people. What do you mean? How come now he's Why are they now saying that he's in the garage? Riddle me that, Batman. Let me see who sent those here. Okay. You appreciate Jane Rice, of course. Miguel. I don't know about that. And Ron Marshall. All right. Let me skim down. Again, I don't want. Look at Holly. Free Karen Reed. Holly, go tomorrow. Wear your pink. Look like a total jackass. Look like a pink hag bag. Free Karen Reed. Free Karen, my queen. Oh. No collision. No collision. Oh, okay. She does. Oh, yeah. Big celeb. God, these losers. Hank's a very good looking man. He's feeling it. Yeah. Why are they watching? Yep. Talk about a hag bag. Jesus. Talk about a vodka diet. God. You know, poor John, he was trying to get away from her. I love how Hank Brennan said he was safe. He got out of the car. He was walking into the party like, that's over. I'm going to text Bella's mom right now. The clips will convict on her. Yep. You better hear the next. There are mods. There should be, Cheryl. I don't know. Thank you, Heather. That's all right. There's Robin. Let the hag bag stay. See, look at Cassie Brown. Like, go away. See how they just have to troll. Folks, look, this is the mentality. This is the mentality. Cassie Brown and the other one. Total, look at the embarrassing mentality. But they're not fans of mine. 24 miles an hour in reverse. Carrie. Cassie can't turn away. Yep. There you go, Cassie. Go tomorrow and wear your pink shirt. Yeah, we're the weirdos. Was he in the garage or the basement, Cassie? Dog bites? Such a joke. They just keep making it up. Karen is convicting. Total. They are. They're embarrassing, I'm telling you. Here are some of my questions for the pink crowd tomorrow. Would you like to revisit your pledge not to shower until there's a verdict? Do you regret dropping out of first grade? Don't forget, Lucky, let's bring in, what a great witness for the defense. He didn't see anything. Sue O'Connell. You know what was so great about Lucky? He didn't see anything. And he didn't hear anything. Yeah. So why don't we have Helen Keller as a fucking plow driver? He's just so brilliant, right? Canton Confidential. He's so brilliant. Because you know why? Because he didn't hear anything and he didn't see anything. These people are fucking idiots. Excuse me. Some woman said, I don't care for the cursing. Well, you know, I didn't care for the pink mob coming up to me. They telling it, Denise. Again, thank God I'm not related to this. Cassie Brown. Cause Bev. Shut up. Oh. Auntie Bev and the McCall bitch. The McCall bitch. How much they paying you? Karen, my queen. Oh. Prison break. Yeah, they beat him on the roof. He fell out of a tree. John, get down from the tree. John, you're climbing the tree like a pervert. Look at this. Wow. Holly Carpenter, you were made fun of the local news in Lexington. Imagine that. I mean, the shame that I'm carrying. It's almost so much of a burden. Do your Godfather impression. She was drunk. And let me tell you something. She was the best piece of it. She could sing. She could dance. Thank you very much, Johnny. There we go. A lot of hag bags in this crowd. You're embarrassed us. McKee is the governor and there's no bridge. And I'm an embarrassment because I stood up to these deranged people in pink outfits. I know. You embarrassed us to Lexington, Kentucky. The shame. See? People. See, they don't know what to say. They don't know they don't know how to respond. They just respond. There's Holly again. Free can't read, free can't read, free can't read, hagbag. Free can't read, free can't read. Oh, God. Let them embarrass themselves at this point. I mean, I'm over it. So I sound like a toddler. I don't wear pink making hand signals with a mob of other adults. Yep. Yeah. Let her stay. Cassie. Nope. My profile picture is free can read. Jesus. Hey, I have a thought for the free Karen Reed crowd. How about a hunger strike till it's a verdict? How about that? You embarrassed us to Kentucky. Oh, brainwashed. It's an understatement. All right, I'm skimming down. I mean, after what I went through today, I would have thought I'd grab more. What do they call them? The super chats or the... I don't know what that means. I lived there till 6 months ago. You've been reported. To who? For what? For telling you to go on a hunger strike and wear pink? Oh, they are just... But the thing is, folks, and I learned that they just repeat Towel Nation. Hey, I got huge props from Towel Nation. Ridiculous. Yes. That's exactly right, Carla. They don't know. They are lowlifes. But they're uneducated. Ridiculous. Cassie Brown, I'm doing my part. Hank Spinky, fake news. Oh. Well, he has me on, so don't be too disappointed. Let me skim down. What time are we at? I gotta move it here. Just because jury goes at the back. That's right. I don't know what's going to happen. 100%. Come on, you guys. And I mean, all kidding aside, as I've said, just so we're all clear, all jokes aside, I believe, as I've said, it's a bridge too far to say to the jury that, there was no collision. Oh, why do you think there was a collision? Because he's lying in a field debris of taillight, and she's got a broken taillight, and the Lexus data shows she floored it going backwards. That makes you think there was a collision? I mean, come on. There's Ron Marshall. Ridiculous. I'm telling you, and some of the members of the media, I'm not going to, there we go. Oh, Earl Grey, voice of reason. Thank you. Thank you, Earl. I love you. That's fantastic. Folks, see how, I'll tell you, good people come together. And there are good people here. There are good people here. And the police around, the Massachusetts state troopers around the courthouse are great. I'm friendly with them. Hank Brennan he's a brilliant guy. He put on a brilliant case. All right, if you want to say the judge is a little too lenient, I mean, I guess you can do that, but it's not an easy case. She's trying. They've never had something like this. I don't know if they'll have that. I mean, this is Cassie Brown. Look how they don't even leave. Let them stay. They embarrass themselves. They embarrass the movement. I love that, though. You embarrassed us in Lexington. Is Kate here? My Kate. Now they're embarrassing me in front of my children. Kate, so proud of her. Rising star at Fox News Channel. Next week, we have huge news on Jacqueline Claire, my youngest. So some of the new people you're going to love. You get to meet some of the DePietro children that are just superstars. Let me show you a picture. Jacqueline posted this yesterday on her Instagram. Let me just find it. Let's see. Yes, well, that's a nice photo. This is from Jacqueline. I threw out the first pitch at Fenway. Happy Father's Day. Look at that. Look how beautiful that child. That's my youngest. Look at that. First pitch And then let me show you. She posted Happy Father's Day. And then let me show you her photo today. She graduated early. She's an accomplished student. Here's my Jacqueline Claire. I have a lot of pictures of Kate. Hold on. Where's my Jacqueline photo? Well, I have a lot of Jacqueline photos. I don't mean like, where's my Jacqueline? This is a nice photo of Jacqueline. This is my youngest. Next week, we have a big announcement on her. Look at that. Here is, well, we have a lot of Kate. I can show this. This is Kate with the First Lady. Melania, the 5. Kate, our young superstar. Here's a nice picture of Jacqueline. That is Jacqueline, graduated early, U Tampa. That was in December. She's got a big announcement next week. Very proud of her. First job. Here's a picture of Kate and my son. That was taken last week. No, that was a very long time ago. All right, let me just move along or we're going to run out of time here because I cannot be late for Court TV. There's Ginger. What time? 7:37. All right, I think I can catch up. All right, I'm going to have to skim down. I did the Alessi impression earlier. I'll do some more impressions tomorrow. People love the impressions. Exactly. But so did you search the shed? No, they didn't have a shed at 34 Fairview. Exactly. I liked Alessi with this Catherine with Marie Russell. Oh, let me tell you, I am the most prominent dog bite expert in the world. Holly, what is wrong with these people? They're delusional. Like, why would you come in? I don't go on to any of those chats that they have. I don't go on any of the Karen Reed things. I don't have time. I don't care. I don't even bother with them. But look how they feel the need. Like we have to invade. Thank you, Kit Kat. Send you email. Oh, okay. I'll look for them. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. They have to. They feel the need to come in and interrupt. Nick Rocco. Karen sends him. Oh, good. Thank you, Robin. Karen sends him all those talking points. So he doesn't know. He's just memorizing a script. Yes. Thank you, Heather. Cassie, too. Get rid of them. I don't need them. Thank you very much, folks. What a day. Yes. Hey, too bad. I'm not, like I said, I mean, no, the police are there. I'm not looking for trouble. It's an annoyance. Listen, if you guys want to come down, I'll say hello to you at the courthouse. Shoot me a message on social media. I'll come out. I mean, we could do photos and so forth. Why not? Oh, there we go. Thank you, We the Captain. Yes. No hag bags. No, this is a no hag bag zone. Maybe some people don't realize that. I'm very non-hag bag. Justice for Jane. It must be a different case. I don't know what that means. No, I'm very anti-hag bag. Justice Jane. Just going to keep putting that, apparently? Is that supposed to mean something? I don't know what these people are talking about. Yeah, all police corruption. Why did she say I didn't hit him? They're nuts. They're impossible. Like I've said, all right, like what does that mean, Justice Jane? Is that just the name of the account? I don't know. Thank you, Donna. God. They're irredeemable, unredeemable is what they are. Hold on, quickly skim. If there's anyone else, send super chat. Oh, there we go. Yes, WD-40. Thank you. I appreciate that. Folks, not easy. Long day, doing Vinny 9, and then I'm on live with Julie Grant tomorrow at 8. So, I don't know. Should I go back to what? She was drunk. Thank you, Latex Pal. She was drunk. Thank you, Jen from New Orleans. Love that. Yes, she was drunk. They never say it. Absolutely never say it. Here's the thing. Tomorrow, do I go live again? Right there on the courthouse steps? Or do I don't know. I do trust. Listen, you got to trust the system. I do. Oh, We got another one. Thank you. Look at that. I don't know about that. He is, though. I mean, the whole crew, though, like that whole crowd. Not one of those adults stepped forward and said, hey, listen, like enough is enough. Just because we don't put it in subscriber mode. No, we're still building. Oh, subscriber mode. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that tomorrow. Subscriber mode would then be people that are subscribers to the channel. Oh, okay. I'll do that tomorrow. Okay. All right, folks. Thank you, everybody. Again, I'm on Court TV next hour. And then tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock with Julie Grant. Thank you to our moderators. Thank you, everybody. And we'll say they did want them to look the other way. That's right. Where's the van? I have no idea what they're talking about. We'll have to go to subscriber mode tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow.